Hello again, fans of the Los Animas County Fair. We are here for the GOAT Show, and we are starting out with the dairy showmanship class. And I believe we only have one competitor in this first class, Senior Division Brooklyn Winter. We'll have and you'll see a lot of our judge today. This is Lonnie Trio. And he judged our sheep show. He'll be our goat judge and the cattle judge later on this evening. So I hope he got his calories and is ready for a day. Also joining me for the GOAT Show is our ace broadcaster, let's see. Joined by the often imitated, never duplicated, the man with the silky smooth voice, recent Branson graduate, Brock Brunelli. Brock, how are you doing today, my friend?
Yes, sir. How you doing, Brad? Thank you for having me here today. Just got off of the live MC over there, and I'm glad to be in the studio here today for the county fair for this GOAT show.
Yeah, we're having a lot of fun. Been learning a lot, getting some education here at the Los Animas County Fair. Other way. Put her kind of in the center. There you go. All right, it's good right there. All right, if you're just joining us, maybe you've got friends or family that are showing some goats here. We have brought all of the market show and breeding show action to you today here at the Los Animas County Fair. This is the first time we've done any livestock shows here on the Saddle Rock Sports Network. We are a student-powered broadcasting company. We're going to hear the judges' comments here.
All right, so to start off our goat show this afternoon, young lady comes out, single entry. I think she's our only dairy goat entry today. I was talking to her. She said she does it to keep the program alive. So anybody out there that's interested in dairy goats, come talk to this young lady. If you're interested in showing them, I think it'd be great to expand and grow this project. I think it's a great opportunity for any young person. That being said, young lady out here does an exceptional job getting those feet set good. I think she has plenty of control of that goat. I asked her about chains. They take chains off dairy goats now. But I think, again, young lady, excellent with control over that goat, gets her legs set good. Again, if anybody's interested in the dairy goat project, come talk to her. It's an awesome project. It can stand to be expanded. Congratulations to you.
All righty, congratulations to Brooklyn Winter there.
All right, and our next showmanship competition contest coming up here in just a second. While we're waiting for our next set of entrants, let's hear from our friends at Woody's Furniture right here in Trinidad.
Woody's Furniture invites you to stop by one of their 2 convenient locations to browse their fine selection of beautiful furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more for your home. Visit their original store in downtown Raton or their new store in Trinidad on Freedom Road, right next to Big R, for a personal and professional furniture shopping experience. Woody's Furniture proudly supports the student athletes and student broadcasters of this tournament.
Dry does, Brooklyn Winter, and Brooklyn Winter. Following that will be our market showmanship seniors. And we have the following seniors in our market showmanship: Faith Vernier, Hope Vernier, Holly Ward, Alexis Winford, Brooklyn Winter, Cooper Winter, Giada Moulter, Peyton Espinosa, and Brandy Foster.
All right, we're here with the
They thought they were out, but they are not. So if you are still hungry, please know that they are
dairy
still
contest. I
several
think our last one was dairy showmanship.
Yes.
Okay, so this is the actual dairy contest.
Yeah, going down the rail here, you got Brooklyn Winter, Lexi Winford, and Emma Amato.
Now, I'm not aware, Brock, of who actually owns what. I believe that Brooklyn, since she had the other dairy goat, might be the owner of all of these dairy goats.
Maybe.
I do not know if Lexi owns the goats or not. So one of the things we've really enjoyed, Brock, is following all the in-ring action, the little escapes.
Oh yeah,
A
the
little bit of
hiccups.
a little bit of action, entertainment for everybody involved, and learning a lot. So I am not really familiar with, on a personal level, the ins and outs of goat showing beyond, the livestock basics in terms of, bigger is better sometimes in terms of muscle mass and quantity, construction, maturity, consistency, all that good stuff. But as far as the breed-specific elements they're looking for, I really rely a lot on what the judges are telling us and showman experience. So how about you and goats? Do you have a long history with goats?
Yeah, I've actually showed quite a bit years with goats. Visually, you can get a good idea of what the judge likes after that first class. You finally understand, he likes one with a lot more muscle or one with a wider structure or something like that. So once you learn that, you find out what the judge likes. You kind of get a good idea of things.
That happens, understand that, no big deal. That being said, two nice does out here. I like this pair just a little bit better in particular. I think this older doe just a notch better in sort of how she handles her spine. She sends her neck down the top side of her shoulder, and she comes a little bit level out of her head. Obviously, she's lactating. These older does, and still anything that she's got good teeth size, shape, and placement on that udder, and then on top of that, I just think her hip and hind leg design just a notch better. She's got a nice kick to go along with her. Congratulations to you guys. Not to take anything away from this younger doe. Again, one who thinks feminine, elegant. Again, you look at her udder, I think she's got good teeth size and placement. Today, there's maybe some build issues in terms of that hip and hind leg. I think you can switch that down the road. Though, congratulate this single exhibitor. Nice set of dairy goats you got out here. Go ahead and give them a round of applause.
There you go, another animal on the loose.
Oh, the little one is live. She says, not today.
If we have someone in the audience from Zubal Goat Dairy, please report to the announcement stand. That would be great.
And she's off. Apparently, the little goat a little too much for Mackenzie Riddle to handle, Brock.
Yeah.
All right, as they present the dairy goat buckle, we're going to hear from another good friend of ours, the Comey Funeral Home, right here in Trinidad, Colorado, and also part of the family relations of one Miss Brooklyn Winter, who happened to win that class with one of her animals.
Comey Funeral Home is Trinidad's leading funeral home for a reason. We provide professional service with a personal touch. We serve all faiths with the utmost respect and dignity by providing a wide range of services to provide a fitting final tribute to your loved ones. Call 719-846-3347 for an appointment, and we will be happy to accommodate your needs and budget.
They got the judge holding the. Check that out, folks. We are putting our judges to work today. There's Mr. Treehill, Lonnie. I forgot his first name. Lonnie Treehill, holding that big vicious animal.
Oh yeah.
For the picture.
So congratulations there to Brooklyn Winter being grand champion and reserve champion.
Taking home the hardware.
There you go. A sweep.
Now, Brock, you've been in 4-H for a few years. What are you exhibiting this year?
Well, I decided to make it a little simpler on myself this year, and I only did one project. I did Exhibit A, and I did the gardening over there. You can check out in the expo hall. I got first place and champion, so I was happy with that. But, you know, I kind of took this year to kind of just reflect on all my years in 4-H, and I wanted to do more state and national stuff. So this summer I went up to Fort Collins, and I was a voting senator to determine the state president and vice president for Los Animas County, as well as April earlier this year, I actually went to Washington, D.C. with 3 other delegates that were chosen, and I got to talk to the Department of State in Washington, D.C. for a week. So that was really cool and a great experience, and I'd say probably once in a lifetime for me for sure.
Wonderful. Now, were those delegates from Los Animas County or from all over Colorado?
So we had 3 from all over Colorado, 3 others. So only 4 get chosen for this one. It was a kid from Holyoke, a girl from Sirocco, and then another girl from Fort Morgan. So only 4 get picked from each state in the United States. So that was a good time, and I had fun with all the delegates, and I learned quite a bit.
Alexis Winford, Brooklyn Winter.
All right, looks like we are getting started with our market classes. Mr. Brunelli?
Yes, sir, and these classes are going to be pretty huge here for the market sizes. Our goat show historically is our biggest classes and biggest show overall. So a lot of goats you're going to be seeing in these classes today and a lot of classes.
Sarah Wolfman, Katie Ward, Chase Winter, Ty Wilson, and Coy Foster.
Alrighty, and then from me down, you're going to have Faith Vernier starting there, Hope Vernier, Holly Ward, Lexi Winford, Brooklyn Winter, Cooper Winter, Peyton Espinoza, Brayley Foster, and Connor McGraw.
All right, and we don't have the names listed for you on screen. It looks like they've changed a little bit of the show order, made some flip-flops here and there, which tends to happen. So, huge shout out to Brock Brunelli, giving you the layout of how many students we got, or not students, but exhibitors and who they are. We'll do our best to keep you informed. Again, our judge, Mr. Lonnie Treehill, did a really fine job, in my opinion, of the sheep show. You know, was, I thought, very fair and consistent in his judging across the classes. So I expect, you know, some more excellent work from him in this goat show and later on the cattle show.
Yeah, he's a very good judge. Graduated from OSU, actually. Oklahoma State was on their livestock judging teams, as previously stated in the lamb show. And he actually, this is, I believe, at least the second time he's came here, because 2 years ago he was the pig judge, I remember, as well. So this is Lonnie's second time and 3rd different species he's at least judged here at the Los Animas County Fair.
So as a former goat showman, Brock, maybe you can help me understand. I noticed there's some different types of halters being used by all of our showmen today. Is that just a matter of preference or functionality? Some of them seem to have a really long lead strap, and some of them not hardly any at all. What's the difference between those?
Yeah, it's really just a thing of preference, Brad, to be honest with you. When I used to show, I used to just straight up do the chain with the little protective plastic cover there on top to keep a good grip. That's what I used to originally do, but, I mean, it's just preference, really, what you like.
All right, so their second time around the ring, the judge is
Picking and sorting.
picking and sorting. What we've seen from Judge Triel is that he has tended to sift off the bottom end of the class first. Now, it's really hard to judge because our sheep classes earlier were relatively small in
Really
numbers.
small compared to the goat
So
class.
here we've got, what, 8, 10 exhibitors here in this class?
Yes, sir. That's the most common way usually judges will sort out their pair. They'll send the bottom over here, and then they can get a better view to pick out their top of the class.
Now, I have seen a few judges do it the other way.
Yep.
They'll pick out their tops,
or
and then
they'll go
make
back,
the tops
or they'll
work.
go back
Yeah.
there. It just all depends. But the way he's using it is originally the most common way. We're going to do one more circle for you to get a better look.
Now, I do believe this is a market class, correct? This is not a showmanship class.
I'm not too sure if they started off with market or showmanship.
Or is this senior showman? I'm really not 100% sure. We will find out here
Yeah.
in a minute.
Only time will tell.
I think we're running pretty tight against our schedule, so there was a quick kind of flurry to move on from our rabbit and poultry show into our goat show, which is going to be one of our two larger shows here at the fair. I almost think this is going to be showmanship, only because it doesn't match up with the class list that was provided with me
and
earlier.
the kids, yeah. If I'd have to say this is going to be showmanship because historically, usually they start off with the breeding classes and things like that, and then they go to showmanship. So if I was a betting man, which I'm really not, but I would have to say that this is the showmanship class.
Now, and being pretty more familiar with the cattle side of things, it's flip-flopped in the cattle showmanship contest where they'll do the market show first. Well, they'll do showmanship at the very beginning sometimes, the market show, and then all the various breeding things. And here at Los Animas County Fair, when my son was showing heifers and breeding animals, those were the ones that would go late into the evening, Brock. That was the real endurance competition. And just looking at the general size of these animals, yeah, very different sized goats. I do believe we are looking at us a showmanship class, which would make sense. The three at the top are doing really well in terms of working their animals. Here we go, Judge Triel giving some feedback to Miss Holly Ward, currently sitting at 4th. Followed in the class by Hope Vernier, Brooklyn Winter, Peyton Rossetti, and a young lady that I do not know in the pink shirt.
That would be Giada Moulter, and then followed up by Cooper Winter and Connor McGraw.
Reminders that you need to make sure you get your pictures taken with Colin on the other side of the cell ring or the show ring there, so you'll have those for the set.
One of the cool things about this judge,
Complete those cell slips by noon on
you know, is that he does take some individual time with each exhibitor, each showman. Go ahead and zoom in more on them. And if you need to go up or down a little bit to get it, you know, when he's interacting with the kids, that's what we want to show. All right, let's hear from Judge Triel's comments.
In particular, these three out here, I think, do an exceptional job. Amongst them, I think there's a young lady that's just phenomenal in terms of getting this leather set up. In terms of not wasting any time, this young lady does a great job. The shredder stands there. She doesn't have to mess with her. She pulls them right in the stance, gets the brace hard. Doesn't do a lot of messing around. And on top of that, as I walk around, she transitions very, very smoothly. Stays out of my way. Young lady up front's going to be your champion. Congratulations to you. After that, I think there's another young lady out here that is exceptional. I think maybe where she goes reserves, it just takes her a little bit longer to get her really set up just right. But again, one that transitions smooth side to side, gets this stuff your brace hard, it just takes her a little longer to do it. Young lady in the back is going to be a reserve. So, young lady in the third, again, one that I think she gets this goat, gets these back legs set fine. She just fights that leather just a little bit too much. It takes a little bit too long for you to get him stuck, and then he likes to move around on you. That just takes work at home. I think you're still an exceptional showman. Leather just don't want to work with you this way today. I went through and talked to all these young people and told them maybe some things that they could work on to move on up as they progress through the program. But awesome set of seniors. Go ahead and give all of them a round of applause.
Alrighty, that's going to be the end of the senior showmanship. In 10th place, Connor McGraw. 9th place, Cooper Winter. 8th place, Giada Moulter. 7th place, Peyton Espinoza. 6th place, Brooklyn Winter. 5th place, Hope Vernier. 4th place, Holly Ward. 3rd place, Lexi Winford. 2nd place, Braylee Foster. And 1st place goes to Faith Vernier.
4D Auction Services, owned and operated by Ryan and Penny Brown, is a family-run business based out of Folsom, New Mexico. Named 4D for their 4 daughters, they offer a variety of auction services throughout northeastern New Mexico, southern Colorado, southwest Kansas, and the Oklahoma Panhandle. They offer business liquidations, large and small equipment sales, farm, ranch, and estate sales, and moving and consignment auctions. Visit them online at 4dauctionservices.highbid.com to see what they are selling today.
All right, you just heard from our good friends at 4D Auction Services. We have entering the ring our intermediate showmanship class. Congratulations to Faith Vernier winning the senior showmanship division, and to Braylee Foster for winning reserve in that showmanship contest.
Ty Wilson, Coy Foster, and Michael Archuleta. Our juniors should be ready to go. Cole Navarrete, Charlie Nate, Jolie Ward, and Orion McGraw.
So here's a technical question for you, Brock. As a goat person, you might have some insight that I don't have. I showed sheep in my showing days. But for animals that are roughly the same size, sheep and goats, sheep are typically shown without any kind of halter or leading device, where goats are. Is that just due to temperament or animal disposition? Why does one species need a little assistance and one not?
Well, I couldn't really answer the question on the lamb side. I've never showed lambs. I have showed goats, but I know with the goats, it just keeps better control. And honestly, if I'd have to say, I think goats ain't as smart as lambs, really. So that's probably why they needed the change.
Lambs are pretty dumb.
Yeah,
So that's saying a lot about goats. I don't know.
yeah. So down here, starting off here with the girl in the gray shirt, you got Cara Bell, Lexi Malaspini, Regan Mosman, Sorrow Mosman, Katie Ward, Chase Winter, Ty Wilson, Coy Foster, and Michael Archuleta.
And you just have these kids' names memorized. You're like a walking phone book.
Trying to. Anyway.
Man, you're doing fantastic.
I may slip on some names, but so far I think I'm doing good.
I mean, I feel I do a pretty good job with the ones that are in the Branson Trinchera 4-H Club and some out of the Kim area, but there's quite a few here from Honey and Trinidad
Oh yeah.
and the surrounding areas that I just don't know the names that go with the faces. So appreciate the insight. You know, one thing that I have noticed that is different now, it's since the 25 plus years that I've showed,
Making
is
yourself feel old now. Come on.
hey, no, I just saying how things have changed. Right now, every showman, if we were to zoom in on faces, they have a laser-like focus, very business-like focus on the judge. Back in my day, it was encouraged to actually smile at the judge as they were kind of working their way around to show that you had, we're having fun while you were in control. It's a shift now to maybe that focus. You're not trying to showcase your face and your smile. You're showcasing your ability and the work you've put in with the animal. So it's an interesting shift in showing styles. All right, if you're going to pick him right here as he's sifting out the bottom end of the class, we got the top showman at the top. Are you going to pick him, or are you going to wait and see what the ultimate outcome's going to be?
I don't know. I'd like to wait and see, but I think these three girls here in the front, they're doing a great job of handling their goats. I'd have to say that the top two from there is going to be your winners.
So I was watching some of our intermediate showmen as they were kind of taking that angle around the judge, trying to figure out which side they were supposed to be on, keeping the animal between themselves and the judge. It was kind of like watching a little dance. There was some indecisiveness from a couple of our showmen. It was just outside of camera reach, I think. It was pretty entertaining. All right, Judge Trio making his way back to our remaining top 6 here in this intermediate showmanship class. Oh, he's really making him work today, Brock.
Yeah. They got to earn those ribbons.
I remember being in showmanship classes and watching showmanship classes, especially in the cattle game, where they would be some good senior showmen, and he would just wait for somebody to make a mistake.
Yep, that's usually what it comes down to.
When they would, especially in the cattle showman, the judge would come and rustle up their hide, and you had to sit there and comb that hair back, and if you forgot, boom, they'd pull you. Make a little mistake and you're done.
Any flaws that they can find in showmanship, they'll send you.
Our top 5 doing pretty good. Got a little goat giving this young man a little bit of a trouble. Oh, that's what we're talking about. Oh, he's pulling Chase. And what was it, that young man? Ty Wilson
Yes.
getting pulled down there. The animal's not quite cooperating. Well, Brock, you may have called it. You said those 3 ladies at top. The top 2 are going to come out of those girls, and we have 2 of our top 3 remaining showmen are young ladies here in the class. Regan Mosman, Katie Ward, and Coy Foster. Let's hear what the judge, how he places them.
All right. Awesome set of intermediates. I think the top end of this class is very, very competitive. I think there's one person out, one individual out here, though, that impressed me right off the get-go. I never saw this individual make a huge mistake. Her goat maybe wasn't one to lead as well as maybe she would have liked, but she was at the front of the pack. This goat was always set up. It took her no time at all to do it, and then she barely ever had a correct feet and leg on this thing. Young lady up front is going to be your champion. I think it's competitive for reserve out here between young lady and young man. Young man, where you fall out today, I guess, is sometimes you want to get that that doe just a little bit too stretched out. You got to pay attention to those front legs too, not just their back. Young lady there is going to be your reserve. Congratulations to you. Went through and talked to the rest of them, gave them some pointers. I think, again, this is a very competitive class, so keep your heads up and held up high. Go home and work on maybe some of those things we talked about, and I think next year you'll be even more competitive than you were today. So congratulate all those exhibitors as they made an awesome job.
Alrighty, that's going to wrap up the intermediate class. 9th place, Lexi Malaspini. 8th place, Cara Bell. 7th place, Michael Archuleta. 6th place, Sarah Mosman. 5th place, Chase Winter. 4th place, Ty Wilson. 3rd place, Coy Foster. 2nd place and reserve champion, Katie Ward. And congratulations to Regan Mosman for getting 1st place and grand champion in the intermediate showmanship.
Sinmar Land and Lawn Care provides proven and professional solutions for residential, commercial, industrial, governmental, and agricultural companies located in Colorado and Kansas. We provide top-notch services at affordable prices. You'll get skilled, trained technicians, not kids' day laborers or unskilled spare-timers. We also offer total weed control for alleys, driveways, fence lines, and more, plus noxious weed control. Give us a call today at 719-680-2651 or visit sinmarlandcare.com.
All right, welcome back. You just heard from our good friends at Sinmar Land and Lawn Care. That's Mark and Cindy Henry out of Honey, Colorado, and Cheyenne Wells. They provide all sorts of weed reduction services, land and lawn care services for your home, for your ranch, for your commercial property, give them a call if you need a little help with your greenery that might be getting a little bit out of control. All right, it's time for our junior showmanship class here in our goat division, and it looks like we've got 4 showmen today.
Jolie Ward, Charlie Waite, Mariah McGraw, and Cole Navarette.
Casey Moore, Spur Robbins, Randy Malaspini, and Triggers Robbins need to be getting ready. A big round of applause for our junior superintendents for the goat show today, Caleb Valdez and Dan.
As we get into this showmanship class, we also want to thank the rest of our sponsors, not just of this broadcast, but all the local businesses and families and individuals that have contributed to the Los Animas County Fair, to the 4-H Foundation, and just to the Fair Board in general. All of the not only financial contributors, but the people that have donated their time and their leadership abilities to make the Los Animas County Fair just such a fun success and fun event. Without all of those sponsors, we wouldn't be able to put this on. Keep the lights on and pay our judges and make it a fun family experience. And one really neat thing that the Fair Board has done is really expanded, not just the Fair Board, but the extension office and everyone involved with the fair. They've really expanded the fun, interactive things to do at the fair. We got a cornhole tournament, chili cook-off, baking contest, got a dance or two happening. It's just a really fun time. A lot of those events are happening tomorrow, Friday, here at the fair. There's only one market show. It's the swine show in the morning, and then lots of fun events going on throughout the day. Then we wrap up the fair with the sale, and there's actually a buyer's dinner that afternoon. If you're interested in being a buyer or already lined out to be one, you are welcome to come to the buyer's dinner. And then after the dinner is the sale, which will be run by 4D Auction Services, one of our broadcast sponsors. And it's a great way to come and support the kids and maybe buy an animal, or if you don't want to buy an entire animal, there are ways you can contribute via add-ons or other ways to help these kids make a little money and help pay their feed bills back.
Oh, yeah.
Because although the chickens are pretty easy to feed, Brunelli, I think pigs and hogs and steers, it's a little more of a challenge to pay back that feed bill.
Most definitely.
Judge Trio picking up the mic rather quickly here today.
Get our juniors out here, and I think they're just as impressive as the other age divisions. I think that a couple of these individuals could easily compete with the intermediates or seniors. Very, very talented bunch out here. Now that being said, I think there's an individual out here that kind of rises above and beyond. One that I think just does an exceptional job getting this weather set up. This thing always looks on point. A young lady in the black shirt is going to be your champion. Congratulations. From there, I think there's another young lady out here that just does an exceptional job in terms of control on her goat, in terms of getting this thing led, stopped, set up very smoothly, very easily, very comfortably. Young lady up front is going to be this race. All right, two left out here, two young people. I think both of them maybe have strengths and weaknesses, and I think maybe they have opposite problems. Young man maybe has the advantage when they stop out those weathers. He gets that goat set up just a little bit quicker, a little bit faster. Didn't want to lead the best, but when you get it stopped and get in line, I really do appreciate how quickly you can get that weather
Alrighty, and then I'll wrap up the junior showmanship class. 4th place, Mariah McGraw. 3rd place, Cole Navarrete. 2nd place, Jolie Ward. And congratulations to your junior showmanship champion, Charlie Waite.
At M&M Repair and Towing, we provide you, our customers, with the highest level of excellence by getting your vehicle back in commission with a minimal cost to you and your company. Our team is dedicated to offering you 24/7 access to automotive repair, roadside assistance, and vehicle towing, along with other services to keep you on the road. We at M&M are proud to serve the Trinidad, Walsenburg, and Raton areas and are proud to sponsor today's basketball games.
All right, thank you M&M Towing and Repair for sponsoring our broadcasts here on the Saddle Rock Sport Network. It is time for the cutest, everybody's favorite division, the Clover Buds. Oh, and Skylar Winter, goat down, goat down. But our senior showmanship winner, Faith Vernier, out there to lend a helping hand along with Caleb. What's Caleb's last name?
Caleb Valdez.
Valdez. Wow, we got a lot of Clover Buds. This is great for the future of the 4-H goat show right here, Mr. Brunelli.
Oh, yeah. Nice little incentive for them. They'll get a nice ribbon and an envelope of $5, each of them will. So always a good time for these Clover Buds to get the experience out there, and they get a little incentive with it.
You know, I think that's just about the right amount to get yourself a snow cone, Brock.
Yeah, there you go.
There it is. Tell you what, it's days like today, I wish I had a snow cone business because, whew.
Making bank.
Making bank. As he kind of works his way, kind of zoom in on him with the kids. Because there's just so much cute stuff happening. You know, and the closer you can get, the better of a shot. It just makes. Well, Brock, that would be interesting to know. Question is, when did the Clover Bud program start? I want to say back in my day. See, I was a big starter 4-H'er in Southern California when we began it. And you had to be, what was it, 9 or in the 3rd grade or whatever that, 4th grade, whatever that starting age was. And you had to wait. You had to wait, Brock.
Yeah.
There was none of this wonderful, like, hey, get in the ring, get a taste. I love the Clover Bud program. I wish that would have been a thing back in my day. But I think it's a relatively new thing. You know, maybe, just maybe, we could have an impromptu mutton busting competition right here.
There you go.
What do you think? You know, there's some pretty little Clover Buds, and there's some pretty big, some of the breeding ewes, breeding rams. We could throw them on top of those and not
ride 'em.
hurt the animal. Yeah, go for it. I like that one little showman now. This little young man in the cowboy hat, his goat is just about as tall as him. And then the next one down the line, I don't know if we got it in camera, but the little girl is just talking to someone on the other side of the fence. She's not even holding the goat. That's just fun right there. So, Brock, other than the occasional 4-H trip, a little roundabout here and there, and this summer, what has your summer adventures been like after graduation here?
Not too much. Been working with Mom and Dad, helping them out, and then come September 1st, I'm going to be starting my real estate school and hopefully be done about 4 or 6 months and start selling houses and land.
Oh, fantastic. Now, are you hoping to kind of work for a real estate broker here in the Trinidad area? Are you going to go independent? How does that process work?
Yeah, so I plan to work for a broker here for a while here in Trinidad. Got a pretty good idea lined out, hopefully, and yeah, I'm going to be working for a broker, and down the road, if I want to potentially own my own firm, I guess you can call it, I might, but I maybe just be happy where I'm at.
Excellent. Now, one of the fun announcements that we can make is, I'm sorry, I kind of yelled the word make out there. Kind of blew out your eardrum. Sorry about that, my friend.
Oh, you're good.
Is in addition to all of our Branson and Kim Bearcat Mustang sports, we are adding Honey football to the Saddle Rock Sports lineup this coming season. And you, I believe, are going to play a pretty integral role
Yes, sir.
in making that happen.
That's the plan. Yep. I'd like to thank the Honey School and Mr. Joe DeAngelis over there and Brad for getting all that worked with the Honey School. And Honey football shall be good and good team to watch.
Yeah, it's exciting to see the Saddle Rock Sports Network really become a network, not just, our small,
centralized, yeah,
not just one school or team based, but really expanding to have more of a presence and to bring you more action from more schools, kind of here in our Los Animas County region. Now we have one other school we're very close to broadcasting their football, but it's not. We haven't put ink to paper yet. So
yep, the ink
I have to
hasn't
kind
dried
of be
yet.
a little quiet on that one, but I will put the teaser out there. Keep your eye on Facebook. Hopefully we'll have an announcement in the next week or two because football season
come right up on us.
starts
September.
pretty quick. Official practices for everybody start on August the 7th, which isn't that far away.
Coming up.
2 weeks of practice and then scrimmages and then first games after that. In addition to expanding to other schools, we're putting more emphasis on other sports. We're going to be broadcasting a lot of Bearcat, or rather Mustang basketball with the Kim and Branson. What did I say, basketball? We did a lot of basketball. We're going to do a lot more basketball. We did a lot of volleyball. We did 4 or 5 volleyball games last year. We're going to try to get the entire season covered this year. Oh, Mr. Triel's got some encouraging words for the Clover Buds coming up.
Very charming. A lot of potential out here. I hope they all continue on enjoying this program when they're old enough. Go ahead and give them a giant round of applause for coming out here today.
Alrighty, congratulations to all our Clover Bud / open class exhibitors there.
Enjoy that $5.
And there you go, get you a snow cone.
Get them snow cones. All right, let's hear from another one of our sponsors before our next class.
The High Desert Hunting Company is based outside of beautiful Aguilar, Colorado, at the foot of the Spanish Peaks. Their specialty is one-on-one guided hunting adventures targeting your once-in-a-lifetime trophy animal. Originally known as Zelly's Hunting Club when it was founded in the 1930s, the modern-day High Desert Hunting Company also specializes in leasing and managing high-quality private ranches for big game trophy hunts, bringing in clients from all over the world and bringing money into Los Animas County. Give them a call today.
Well, looks like we're kind of getting our details in line for our next class. They haven't exactly announced which one's coming up in the lineup.
Looks like they're crossing their T's and dotting their I's.
We are ready to begin our market show. Class 1.
Market show up first, ladies and gentlemen. Class 1, come right here.
All right, folks, you see online, we've got your exhibitor names. That information was provided to us ahead of time, so we do appreciate that. This first class, looks like we have one other addition that was not originally on our
should be getting ready.
list.
Sorrel Mosman,
Mr. Cole Navarrete.
Evelyn Comden, Hope Vernier, Alexis Winford, Michael Archuleta, Faith Vernier, and Cole Navarrete. This afternoon we have our judge, Lonnie Trio from Kiowa, Colorado. Lonnie showed cattle in 4-H, attended Northwest Junior College for 2 years where he was on the livestock team. Upon completion of his degree at Northwestern Junior College, he attended OSU and obtained a degree in animal science, as well as participated on the livestock team there. Upon continuing and finishing college, he worked for Seed Stock Angus. However, his heart was just in Colorado and he moved back, and he is now in construction. We are thankful to have Lonnie here this morning for our sheep show, this afternoon for our goat show, and again this evening for our beef show. So let's give him a warm Los Animas County welcome.
All right, we are beginning our market show. Class 1, 4 competitors in this particular class. And this is obviously our lightweights, coming in between 58 and 65 pounds. Be interesting if they gave an award for the most vocal goat.
There you go.
Have somebody sitting on the sides like with the hand clicker saying, all right, goat number 3 bawled 14 times during the show, and that is your class winner. The Voice Goat Edition.
There you go.
So, Brock, here at the county fair, is there a minimum weight for goats? I noticed in the other class lists that I was provided, there was a feeder class for the light animals that did not make weight, but I didn't notice any feeder class here for the goats. Is there a minimum weight for this species?
Don't quote me on it, but I believe it is 55.
Good way to start out our market goat show this afternoon. I think there's a really nice weather out here that needs to win. Young lady with the weather is going to win this class. I just think in terms of handling ball, this one blows it out of the water. It's easily the pressure is there directly behind his blade. It's easily the most impressive in terms of his lineage. That dude from behind and in front easily the widest chest. Most opened up when you get behind him. That's the big pin weather. He still has a really awesome look from his side. Congratulations to you.
Congratulations there to Sarah Mosman.
From there, we're left with 3 years. I think the young man's doe here in Max, the second best one in this particular set. One that I think handles exceptionally well in terms of her rack, in terms of her loin. It's just in regards to that whether it wins. I think maybe that one's lacking just enough in terms of width, down low. Maybe just isn't as overwhelming and as firm as a touch. But again, one that I think is muscular, one that I think has substantial amount of base width, is opened up enough, and it still has a good enough look on the side. Congratulations to you. Two years that come next, I think, have some give and take. One of them's a little bit bigger footed and stouter featured. The other one's a little bit longer and more extended. Maybe handles just a notch better, in particular over the loin edge. A young lady here directly in front of me is going to be third. That's a really long and extended doe. She's really tall on the top side of her blade. I like how she ties her neck in there. And like I said, I think her main advantage over the young man's yoker doe is that she handles so much fresher in terms of her loin edge. She's way square and is more elevated there at the edge. Congratulations to both of those, though. Awesome class to start off things this afternoon. Go ahead and give them a round of applause.
Alrighty, congratulations to the Class 1 market exhibitors. 4th place, Jody Stodgehill. 3rd place, Kira Bell. 2nd place, Cole Navarrete. And congratulations to your Class 1 winners, Sorrel Mosman.
Just like the general store mercantiles of the Wild West, Diamond W Mercantile strives to stock everything our customers need for a simple life. From tack to homemade towels and housewares to locally grown meats, produce, and more. We offer grass-fed Mesa beef that was raised on the ranch right outside our door, and Watonga Cheese Company cheeses made in Perryton, Texas. And we're always adding something new. Come shop with us Monday through Friday, 9 to 4 at 14 West 3rd Street in La Junta.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to action. We're going to get started here on Class 2 of 8 here at the Los Animas County Fair. We'd like to thank everyone who's watching or listening in here on the Saddle Rock Sports Network. And also to all our sponsors who have helped make this possible and keep it running here on the Saddle Rock Sports Network. So we appreciate it. Total of 7 goats in our market class number 2. Going down the line here, you got Sorrel Mosman, Ethlyn Comden, Hope Vernier, Lexi Winford, Michael Archuleta, Faith Vernier, and Cole Navarrete.
Class number 2, I'm looking at our class list. Mr. Brunelli, we got a total of 7 classes, potentially an 8th. We've got 1 heavyweight checking into the contest in a class all by himself a little later on tonight. But this is class number 2 of 7, so I hope you have a comfy chair ready to enjoy some good goat show action today. All right, as the exhibitors head out for their trip around the ring, so Judge Triel gets a nice profile look. Again, want to invite you, if you haven't already done so, to subscribe. Follow us on Facebook and subscribe to us on the Saddle Rock Sports Network. That is your best way to stay up to date with all of our broadcasts, even here at the fair. If you follow us on YouTube, subscribe to that channel, and set the notifications on and turn on notifications on your phone, you'll get a gentle little reminder when our streams go live. And if you're just watching here for the fair and don't want to watch the rest of our sports broadcasts, which would break our hearts only a little bit,
yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah, you can turn those notifications off when the fair is done and just make it easy and convenient for you. All of our broadcasts are on YouTube, which keeps it free and easy for you at home. Whether you're watching on a smart TV, on a phone, tablet, computer, YouTube is everywhere, and it's easy to use for everybody. So that's how we chose to do things, with you and us in mind. I'll be honest, YouTube is great from a production perspective, and from a user experience, I think it's pretty good as well. So that's where you're always going to find our videos. So here's an interesting question for you, Brock. We have seen an increase in popularity, shifting kind of from sheep to goats over the last 15 years or so. Why do you think that is? I mean, their animals are roughly the same. Why the push towards goats?
I don't know. I mean, it could be preference. I feel like price is a big thing too. And then just of the sale, you know, of what goes better and what doesn't go good at the sale. So it just all depends. And sometimes, you know, I see a lot of kids who like sheep, but they want to try something different. So, you know, the goats are the easiest transition a lot of the time. So there's just a whole bunch of different avenues you can go down to kind of find that answer, to tell you the truth.
I just think it's interesting watching the trends of, okay, what's popular, what's not. You know, what works for some in different areas, or eras rather. Especially here, we have species that are roughly the same. You know, you can spend gobs of money on a show lamb and gobs of money on a show goat.
Oh yeah, most
you know,
definitely.
and there's more economical ways to do both. So it's just interesting. What is the fashion, the trend?
Right.
Now, I haven't eaten any goat lately, but we had a leg of lamb a couple nights ago. It was
Ooh,
actually one of these Los Animas Candy Fair show animals from last year, the year before, and oh my goodness, it was great.
Really?
So I do know, if I had to vote, I'd say sheep just for pure flavor reasons.
There you go.
Looks like we have the Vernier sisters and Lexi Winford at the top of the class. Judge Triel taking a final look, see how quickly he decides to go to the microphone here. All right, let's hear Mr. Triel's reasons and get his placings.
Really, really nice trio to start this class off with. I think there's give and take between build and some handling difference. difference amongst these three. I guess the one for me that has a handling quality, that has the look, the hip and hind leg design that you kind of like from the sides, that young lady up front. Like that weather quite a bit. In particular, I think this
Good job to Hope Vernier there.
most ideal is anything out here, and you get your hands on him. That thing's ultra fresh and hard to the touch. Way good in directly behind his blade. Really raised up and takes an aggressive turn at the end of his loin, and then from behind, I think in terms of pin width, squareness, and skeleton, that one's exceptional. Congratulations to her. From there, I think there's certainly trade-offs between these weathers. They're going to be second and third. I guess for me, one of them is just a little bit harder handling, in particular handles better over his one young lady back here is going to be second.
Faith Vernier is going to be second.
Not to take anything away.
And that'll send Lexi Winford to third.
I think his ranch shape is good. I think his body shape is good. I guess where I start to take issue with him is when he's handling there in his loin, he gets a little bit washed, not quite as good there in his loin, maybe not quite as attractive in terms of his top line or his hip and hind leg design, but one that you have to appreciate in terms of width, skeleton, and shape and width there directly behind his blade. From there, young man, that comes in fourth. One that I think, in terms of length and extension, is awful nice. One that I think actually handles relative to that one in third, maybe just a notch better, particularly over his loin there. For me, though, that one just gets a little bit flatter body, a little bit plainer from the side. Maybe doesn't have quite as much true, genuine weight when you study that him there at the ground. Young man has a doe that's going to be fit out here, one again, that I think from the side you appreciate in terms of length and extension. Another one that handles good directly behind her shoulder, but it's when you get back there into her loin, where maybe you can just raise her up there, keep her loin edge, stopping her up in terms of her pin set, get her much more shape and dimension there on the inner and out of her thigh, and I think she can just move up in this class. Ultra trim, lean, leather that's going to come next. Young lady with this kind of tight short one is really hard to touch. I just think in terms of true width, true dimension, that one can stand, be opened up in terms of his lower skeleton, maybe give him some true shape and dimension high. Young lady has a really practical, easy feeding kind of leather here, one that I actually like in terms of his body shape. He's steady in there in his forward. He's got plenty of shape there. I actually like the hip and hind leg design in that one in terms of his tail set, how he sets down on his rear leg. It's just in comparison to the other, that one gets a little bit too sharp to the touch. Maybe set his spine down even, give him a little bit more shape there up high, and I think maybe he can move higher today. But an awesome set. Congratulate all those exhibitors.
Congratulations to the Class 2 exhibitors. 7th place, Ethlyn Comden. 6th place, Sarah Mosman. 5th, Michael Archuleta. 4th place, Cole Navarrete. 3rd place, Lexi Winford. 2nd place, Faith Vernier. And class winner, going to be heading to the grand finale, Hope Vernier.
Just like the general store mercantiles of the Wild West, Diamond W Mercantile strives to stock everything our customers need for a simple life. From tack to homemade towels and housewares to locally grown meats, produce, and more. We offer grass-fed Mesa beef that was raised on the ranch right outside our door, and Watonga Cheese Company cheeses made in Perryton, Texas. And we're always adding something new. Come shop with us Monday through Friday, 9 to 4 at 14 West 3rd Street in La Junta.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back from break. Class 3 underway here at the Los Animas County Fair. We got 7 goats in this class.
All right, here in Class 3, Brock, there's only a 4-pound weight window. These goats are all coming in between 75 and 79 pounds.
And coming down here, it's going to be Regan Mosman, Cami Freya, Cooper Winter there, again, his goat readjusted, Giada Molter, Ronnie Sinroman, Connor McGraw, and Faith Vernier.
Well, there we go. I'm not much of a goat person, but that's a brown one.
Yeah, there you go.
I got a little fun color variation there. That's pretty cool.
I'm going to have the kids do the circle back over to here.
I was about to make a NASCAR joke, but I guess NASCAR really goes in circles to the left.
Yeah.
This is the opposite direction. Like, gentlemen, start your engines. They're making their starter lap. All right, we look like we got a seasoned bunch of showmen out there, so I'm not expecting any goat antics out of this bunch, Brock.
Maybe. It happens to the best of us, so.
It's not the steer show, so it's not an element of fear once one of those gets away. And see, Brody and I think we came up with some pretty good ideas
Oh, yeah.
earlier on today. You know, when you're watching a lot of shows and broadcasting, you come up with some creative ideas. I think there needs to be a talent competition.
Talent,
A talent competition with one's animals. Maybe it's jumping through hoops or an animal that can juggle, per se.
Yeah. Maybe.
Or, you know.
I mean, they do got the dog show. I mean, they have those dogs do some crazy things.
They do some pretty cool
yeah,
stuff over
pretty
there.
cool stuff.
Yeah, we didn't quite have the setup to be able to bring that live stream to you. That was actually happening at the same time as the Rabbit and Poultry Show today.
Yes, and it was in another part. So.
In another little part of our fairground. So maybe next year we'll expand
maybe
our
we'll expand.
offerings here at the Los Animas County Fair. This one goat up front trying to do a karate chop.
Whatcha?
Well, she's bracing nicely. That's one way to show off your muscles. Top of the class. Each showman really working hard here.
Final countdown.
And then there were 3. All right, he's pulling out the mic, got his top 3. Let's see how he placed them.
That's it by far.
Great
biggest
job
guy,
there to Faith
biggest
Vernier.
line. You get on either end of that, whether so opened up, so wide based. That's easily the roundest body one in here. Just an awful good one to lead this class off with. From there, I think these next two maybe have some trade-offs. I think ultimately, though, just in terms of scale of the whip, in terms of dimension up high and from behind, young man's weather is going to be second for me.
Great job
This
of
one
Connor
goes
McGraw.
handling,
He's going to get second.
Lots of shape there and directly behind his blade. And where I think he particularly beats that weather that's behind him is when you get up over his loin.
And that'll
I
give
think
Reagan
he's quite a
Mosman
bit
third.
pressure there. I think he's quite a bit more dimensional back to his pins. And I think he has a lot more leg shape on his inner and outer thigh. Young lady has one that comes in third. Again, you get your hands on that thing. That thing braces really hard. That's a hard handling one. I like him directly behind his blade. Where I'd like to fix that one is his loin and his hip joint junction there. He wants to get a little bit lower there at the edge of his loin. And then from behind, he could use just a shot more shape and dimension in his leg and in his inner thigh. But an awful hard handling one that I think is pretty good looking from the side. From there, young lady has one that's really long, really extended. Again, a really trim goat. Again, this one though maybe just needs to be opened up in terms of his lower skeleton. Maybe give that one just a shot more foot and feature, but one that you have to love in terms of how tall he is at the top side of his blade, how extended and long he is up front. Just maybe needs a shot more power and genuine width and dimension when you study him at the ground. Congratulations to you. I think the remainder of these three, I think if you get in and handle those goats, you'll find that all of them are plenty trim. There's subtle differences in terms of handling quality. I think the common denominator, though, with all three of these goats is they just need to stop a shot more power. They need more foot. They need more feature. Maybe open those goats up a little bit, give them a little bit more rib shape, a little bit more topside shape, and I think they'd be more competitive. But again, an awful nice set. Go ahead and congratulate all those exhibitors.
Congratulations to all of our Class 3 market exhibitors. 7th place, Giada Molter. 6th place, Ronnie Senroman. 5th place, Cooper Winter. 4th place, Cami Faria. 3rd place, Reagan Mosman. 2nd place, Connor McGraw. And 1st place, we'll be heading to the Grand Jive later tonight, Miss Faith Vernier.
The Art Cottage Creative Studio is a place where family and friends can come to have fun while getting creative in the studio or shopping in the store. We offer instructed art classes for all ages, paint parties for all occasions, and open studio paint days during normal business hours. Located at 210 North Commercial Street in beautiful historic Trinidad, Colorado, the Art Cottage is the place to find local artwork, home goods, gifts, and more.
All right, folks, you just heard from one of our newest sponsors, the Art Cottage Studio, right here in beautiful, historic downtown Trinidad. If you're looking for a fun, creative, unique way to spend an afternoon, swing on by the Art Cottage. Check Facebook for their open art day hours just to stop in and paint and have a lot of fun. You can also reserve an art class for a group, maybe students or family members. Oh, a little bit of rodeo action. Let's not miss that right there.
Oh, I got it.
That goat trying to rip off that young lady's finger. Oh, here we go. I'm sorry, I'm getting a little excited there, Brock.
We got it. We got that one.
Oh, yeah, keep an eye on that one. If you're a sports broadcaster, man, you're
the action.
You're staying on that action right there. But back to the Art Cottage, Darcy Minsick, the owner-operator there, has some daughters that are showing here at the fair exhibit day and with some animals. And she will bring her art materials and expertise out to a school or another group, in which she has done a couple times out at Branson School, and it's been a fantastic experience for our students of all of our ages. So stop by the Art Cottage. There's also art for sale and art products if you need some specialty paints or canvas, brushes, anything else art related, the Art Cottage Studio is your hookup. So find them on Facebook, Instagram, or just stop on by.
There you go. Little bigger class here this time. Got 9 goats in this class. Last 2 classes were filled with 7 each. Coming down here, you got Holly Ward, Kaysen Martinez, Mariah McGraw, Chrisley Faria, Allegra Gutierrez, Destiny Archuleta, Lexi Malaspini, Lexi Winford, and Brooklyn Winter.
Tell you, yesterday at the Exhibit Day Awards at Sebastiani Gym, Chrisley Faria, she took home a lot of hardware. I believe a couple of buckles, a reserve grand champion in one of the categories. She had a pretty successful exhibit day this year. She competed against in the same division as my Brock, and he made a really cool suspended octagonal table.
I told him, how many hours did that thing take? And he's like, at least 50. I'm like, you're crazy, dude.
It was a neat welding project, and when I asked him later, after it was announced he got reserve and Chrisley got the grand champion, he said, Dad, her project was phenomenal.
Yeah, she had a really cool
she deserved that grand champion. So I haven't actually been over to the exhibit hall to check it out yet. Been a little busy behind the camera, but I'm excited to see what she created.
Yep. The exhibit hall is now open. I believe they set it up right after the sheep show, actually. So that's all set up and lined up, and quite a few great projects, I'd have to say, this year.
So with your gardening project, did you specialize in a certain vegetable or type of produce, or was it, how did that work?
Well, mine was actually centralized around like making salsa. So I planted cilantro, sweet Delilah peppers, jalapenos, tomatoes, and all that good stuff to make salsa, actually. But, you know, you gotta love Colorado weather. Didn't get to that produce too much this year because that hail just beat up my plants.
Yeah, we had a couple of storms with golf ball-sized hail out in Branson and the Honey area. How'd you guys fare?
Yeah, we had quite a bit of hail, too. I mean, not as bad as out east, but had some pretty darn good hail.
We had friends in the La Junta area that sent in pictures, posted pictures of baseball-sized hail at their place.
Oh, yeah, I believe it.
And it was just, they said it really did a lot of damage to their property. No animals or people were harmed in the storms, but huge hail action this year. Oh, Lexi's giving her trouble. Ooh, the jumping twister. Yeah, I really do appreciate these livestock judges that come in and they can look at maybe over 100 animals when it's all said and done and still be able to be specific.
Function, yeah.
And function. In my brain, I'd be like, it's another one. They all start feeling the same after a while. But these experienced judges really, I think, do a good job of kind of putting all of that to the side and really honing in on each and every class. it's just outside a camera shot, but we have a pretty good game of sawdust sandcastles being built down there in the far corner. Maybe between shows we'll zoom in on those
There
little
we
kids.
go.
I imagine they're going to be building those sandcastles,
All
sawdust
week.
castles, all weekend long. Yes, sir. Yeah, I really do appreciate the extension agency, the fair board, and everybody that contributed into the expansions they've done here at the fairgrounds. You know, back in the day,
Yeah.
you know, this covered area was not here, and the cattle show used to be out here in the open air under the sunshine and subject to weather. The rest of the shows used to be there in the show barn, crowded, cramped. And really the addition of this covered show arena and what we call the expo hall behind us, the completely enclosed closure, great additions to the whole show experience here.
Oh, yeah.
All right, looks like Judge Triel has the microphone out and his top 3 selected. Let's see who gets the 1, 2, 3.
Another good class now. Structure is very, very impressive. I think there's one out here, though, that kind of combines it all. One that you love from the side. Front third, this skeleton is assembled very, very good. I think in terms of his shoulder, his breastplate, and chest floor. Like this last top line, I like this leg design. I think this one's also the roundest body. I think this one's also the most opened up in his lower skeleton. And then on top of that, I think in terms of handling quality, this is easily the freshest handling, the most impressive. He rolls the most impressive directly behind his shoulder. He's easily the biggest one. Your young lady in the middle, I think, has an awful good one.
Congratulations there to Lexi Linford for winning class number 4.
From there, I think there's some trade-offs between second and third. I think that one of them is just a notch better in terms of handling quality, in terms of shape, and the neck up high. One of them's way more attractive from the side, way cooler in terms of this third assembly, and then it was put together in the rear third of his skeleton. But ultimately, I think we got a side with handling quality. Young lady in back here is going to be second.
That's going to put Brooklyn Winter in the 2-hole and Chrisley Faria in the 3.
Just a notch or two for the top line. Maybe redesign his hip and turn late. Just a notch. So one that turns the handling quality and yet has a good enough grip on this side. A really, really nice second. Young ladies, whether in third, like I said, I think from the side is about as good as anything in terms of how that one sends his neck out of his blade is very, very cool. And what I love about this goat is his hip and hind leg structure. Not only the set to it from the side and the set to his hind leg from the side, but from behind, I think he's got a really cool hip design in terms of his pin set. He's so wide and stout to his pins and square out of his upper hip, and then he may have as much dimension and shape in terms of his inner and outer thigh as anything. I think where this one falls short is he's getting a little more mature in terms of his chest floor and breastplate there, and then maybe just doesn't have quite enough power and dimension there directly behind his shoulder. He wants to get a little bit plainer there and more nondescript, but one that you have to love from the side. And again, from behind, that one's hip and hind leg structure, I think, is awful good. Young lady comes out here in fourth with one that is really, really hard to touch. That one is very, very trim. Love the condition on that one. Very, very hard to handle. I think where that one falls out is he just wants to get a little bit flatter and plainer there in terms of his body shape. Wants to get a little bit flatter and plainer in his leg, and then maybe just closes up at the ground ever so slightly. The one that I love in terms of handling quality just needs a notch more rib shape, a notch more stoutness of feature, and opened up in his lower skeleton, but an awful nice one nonetheless. Congratulations to you. Young lady comes out here with one that from the side I actually really like. Again, in terms of the front third of that one, skeleton, I think is awful good. But kind of the common theme as you work down through here is these goats just need to be opened up in terms of their lower skeleton. They need to have more shape and power when you get your hands on them. But I think all these weathers that we got out here, in terms of build, in terms of structure, I like. It's just in terms of power and muscle that maybe they fall out today. But go ahead and give those exhibitors a round of applause as they exit the ring.
Alrighty, that's going to wrap up class number 4. 9th place, Lexi Malaspini. 8th, Allegra Gutierrez. 7th, Mariah McGraw. 6th, Kason Martinez. 5th, Destiny Archuleta. 4th, Holly Ward. 3rd, Chrisley Faria. 2nd, Brooklyn Winter. And heading to the final drive with first place in class 4, Lexi Winfrey.
Do you need some new custom gear for your school team, business, or for a family reunion? Hidden Valley Embroidery is here to help. We are locally owned and operated right on the family ranch in Los Animas County, and we specialize in apparel, hats, home decor, school spirit gear, business promotional accessories, and lots more. We would love to work with you to make your vision a reality. Give us a call at 719-859-3266 or find us on Facebook and Instagram today.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our broadcast here on the Saddle Rock Sports Network. Getting started with Class 5. We are moving quick here at the 2023 Los Animas County Fair.
All right, here in Class 5, only a 2-pound weight window. I guess 3 pounds if you count it the right way. 86, 87, and 88-pound goats here in this class, Brock.
Alrighty. Down the line here, it's going to be Phoenix and Roman, Katie Ward, Brooklyn Winter, and Eleanor, right?
That is, let's see, that's Elise.
Elise Comden, Peyton Espinoza, Coy Foster, Lexi Malaspini, and Faith Vernier. Eight goats in this class. Going to be 8 total classes here today.
It will be interesting. The class number 8 is a sole entry goat.
Yes.
And he's about 20 pounds heavier than the next heaviest one in the class underneath him. So, I wonder, just sounds like an older goat or one that really liked the feed bucket.
Likes the food.
You know, sometimes that's what gets you the ribbon, though.
Yeah.
Got to put on that yummy size. You know, and I've not really had a lot of goat. I've had goat in Jamaican prepared dishes.
Oh, there you go.
Jerk goat. And that's always been a treat when I've had it, but not on a regular basis. So can't really speak to the yumminess of goat on a personal level. How about yourself, Brock? Are you experienced the
a lot of people,
delicacies of goat?
Well, a lot of people have always asked me if I've liked goat or lamb. And the answer I always give them is, well, I think it tastes exactly how it smells. So I absolutely hate both of them.
Well, I tell you what, you should have had some of that leg of lamb that my wife Jody prepared the other day. It marinated in a bunch of yummy seasonings. It was pretty delicious.
There you go.
But yes, the actual just plain old meat itself, I can't say I've had that. So maybe it does have a certain flavor, I can see. But
yeah.
I guess if you marinate about anything long enough and
Yeah.
good enough stuff, it's gonna be awesome.
Pretty darn good.
Pretty good looking set of goats, from the outside looking in. It's hard to say, oh, that's the top and that's the bottom. At least from my perspective,
Yeah.
the untrained eye.
It's above our pay grade anyway.
That would be really interesting. One of the ways that I have kind of learned and encouraged all of you on our sports production crew, especially behind the mic, to learn from is just by watching sports broadcasts and how do the pros do it. I've really never watched a broadcasted livestock show before, so that would be an interesting thing to look up.
We may have to do some research, if we're one of the few that do it.
Yeah, do they televise some of the bigger stock shows?
Yeah,
And how do they? I'm sure they do.
Yeah, I know they televise, the national shows, I know for sure, but I don't know if commentation comes with them or is it just the show or
do they just
how
have
that
it?
runs.
Right.
But normally what I've just seen is televised. I haven't seen no, play-by-play or commentation with it, you know what I mean?
Well, in all reality, a lot of the folks that are genuinely interested in these shows that, have family and friends and kids and grandkids in these shows and know what they're doing, they know more about it than you or me, especially than me. I'll promise you that. I'm not going to kid you. Oh, he has separated only his top two.
He's not messing around this time.
No, Faith Vernier has been in the top end of several classes of sheep and goats thus far. Let's see what Judge Triel has to say.
All right, Ian, I think there's an awful nice one out here. Go ahead and win this class. Young ladies, rather, not only from the side, you love this thing, from the ground up.
This class winner, there's
stout feature.
going to be Faith Vernier again. And that's going to put Brooklyn winner in the 2-hole.
Really, really good in terms of his body shape and his rib cage. And yet he handles as good as anything out here. I think that's an awful nice place to start.
Faith Vernier, she has won 2 of her 3 classes. Very good fare for Faith so far.
That one handles probably as good as anything in this class. Just in terms of dimension, directly behind his shoulder, he squares up as big and bold there as anything. He's as impressive over his loin as anything. Maybe where I'd like to fix this one is turn of his hip and hind leg design. Maybe tie his spine into his shoulder just a little neater. But one again, just in terms of handling quality, I really, really like. Congratulations to you. Really, really good looking weather. Here it comes next. One that I love in terms of his body, in terms of how elevated he is in his breastplate, how he progressively deepens down through his flank. I love that one in terms of his hip and hind leg design. That's a really tall shoulder kind of leather. It's long and extended. And then his heart handling. My issue with him is that relative to his contemporaries above it, I think that one just needs to be opened up. In terms of his lower skeleton, stouting him up in his pins, giving him just lots more true dimension. And I think he could move up pretty handily because that guy's really, really good from the side. This painted up, kind of cake dough, target butted leather, whatever you want to call it, is one that actually has a dimension advantage over the weather directly above him. That guy's got a big top weight to him. My issue with him is in terms of build. That one wants to really round and get pretty low set in his pins. Maybe needs to have a more attractive and more correct set to his hind leg. But just kind of a meat and potatoes weather. One that in terms of muscularity, I really, really like. Congratulations to you. Young lady comes out with a really big, high-performing weather. Next one that I think actually is pretty trim. That one actually handles really good over his loin. Just seems more shape area directly behind his shoulder. Needs to be a little bit stouter in terms of his foot, in terms of his legs. And then one that maybe needs to be a little more set to his hind leg. He needs to get a little bit tight and straight there. But one that I do like in terms of his loin, one that I think has a pretty good body shape as well. Congratulations to you. work down through here, and I think these next three that come out, you can kind of say the same thing about them. I just need to be opened up in terms of their lower skeletons, give them a shot more body shape, a shot more power at top. But ghosts that I think have a lot of quality from inside, ones that I think are pretty good in terms of their structure and design, just need to be powered up and stoutened up. So congratulate all those exhibitors. I think that's a really nice class.
Alrighty, that's going to wrap up Class 5 of 8. 8th place, Lexi Malaspini. 7th, Elise Comden. 6th, Coy Foster. 5th, Peyton Espinoza. 4th, Phoenix San Roman. 3rd, Katie Ward. 2nd, Brooklyn Winter. And again, your class winner, Faith Vernier.
LARCC Trucking is the place to call if you have something to haul. A family-owned trucking business since 2021, LARCC is named after the owner's children, their motivation to create a successful future. LARCC is ready to help you haul your hay, cattle, gravel, or equipment anywhere in southwestern United States. LARCC also buys and sells hay. Give them a call today at 970-274-0826 and get ready to haul.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Saddle Rock Sports Network. You just saw an advertisement there from LARCC Trucking. Thank you to them and our many sponsors who have made this happen during the fair. But right now we are rolling into Class 6. 5 goats in this class.
Yes, all these goats coming in at between 90 and 93 pounds. Yeah, so just a quick word and a little bit of info on LARCC Trucking. That's owned and operated by Cutler and Leah Farindelli. Oh, come on, karate chop. That one is saying, come on, Chase, give it to me. Yeah, baby. That's going to make the highlight reel right there. But LARCC Trucking is one of our network-level sponsors. They sponsored everything for the calendar year of 2023, so we really appreciate their sponsorship. We have 2 other network-level sponsors for this coming year, and not only, which is kind of a more expensive package, but it gets you coverage on every single thing we are going to put out there. At this point in time, it's looking to be about 160, 170 broadcasts of lots of high school and junior high sports. We also offer sponsorship packages on a weekly basis, 2 weeks, or if you want to sponsor a particular sports season, you are able to do that as well, or even half a season or half of a broadcast year. Whatever fits your preference and your budget, we have a package that can work for you. You can learn all about that at saddlerocksolutions.com/sponsors to see the various packages and what's included in each and every one of those. What you're going to get on every sponsorship package, regardless of the size of this package, is you'll get your business logo featured in the rotation of logos you see right here on screen in the bottom left hand during every broadcast that we do on your particular broadcast week. You're also going to get your logo and name on all of our marketing promo materials that goes out ahead of time, highlighting the upcoming broadcasts, and those are posts that we share on community groups with schools, and those get a reach of several thousand per week. So a lot of people in the area are going to know that you are a sponsor of student-powered broadcasting, even if they don't tune in to the broadcast itself. And each sponsor also gets kind of a 30-second student-produced commercial. Now, if you already have a video or something you would like to use for that on-air commercial, we're happy to use that, or we'll create one for you, and students help in that process of creating those kind of slideshow collages that you see as our commercials, or providing the voiceover work for those. So that's what every sponsor gets. Now, for our network level sponsors, we offer a few other perks. We're going to create a banner that will be displayed at every broadcast, at every game, that will have obviously our network logo, a QR code to reach us, and network level sponsor logos on that banner as well. In addition, your business logo will be featured everywhere on our YouTube channel page, on our Facebook page, pretty much everywhere you run into the Saddle Rock Sports Network, you're going to see that those network level sponsors are behind what we do. So learn more about it, saddlerocksolutions.com/sponsors, and we appreciate each and every sponsor that's helped make this possible. All right, Judge Triel has sifted out his bottom two, and we have our top three. He's pulled out the microphone and about to give us his placings here in class number 6. Classes 6 and 7 are relatively small, Brock, so I imagine championship drive is right around the corner.
Yes, sir.
All right, awesome trade-off here. I think, again, though, there's one that needs to win this class. One that, again, from this side is as good as anything. Love the top line in this one. Love the hip and high leg design. Love the soundness of foot and feature. Love the body shape. This one handles as good as anything. The best, actually, in this set. Easily the freshest to the touch. Young lady back here and back. I think needs to win this class. Congratulations.
Congratulations there to Hope Vernier. She's got 2 class winners now.
I think from there that there's some trade-offs again. There's one that's a little bit better looking from the side, one that I think has a substantial advantage in terms of handling quality, in terms of dimension up high, and ultimately this is a market show. Young lady here is standing in second. It's going to be second.
It's going to put Braylee Foster in second and Joey Ward in third.
In terms of his loin edge, maybe want to fix him in terms of his hip and hind leg design, maybe stretch him out from this side, and that's what the young lady in third here, Weather, probably has the advantage. That's easily the taller shoulder Weather, the longer fronted one that maybe ties his neck higher, the top side of his shoulder. It's just when you get your hands in on that one, he wants to get a little bit plainer, directly behind his shoulder from behind. Get a little bit narrower to his pins and comes and flattens to his lower skeleton. But one from the side, I really, really like. Congratulations to you. Young man with this red Weather that comes next, one that I think you study coming and going. That guy's actually really opened up in terms of his base width. I actually do like that one's four-rib shape, and I think he has plenty of pin width. Again, it's when you get your hands on him. He just needs to be a lot fresher, more shapely there in his wrap. Maybe lift him up in his loin edge. But one that I think, just in terms of genuine skeletal width of the ground, you have to appreciate. Awful nice Weather nonetheless. Congratulations to you. Young man that comes out with this Weather. One that I think actually the touch is as trim and lean as anything out here. I think that's a stout skull Weather. That one just needs to be more opened up. Maybe fix him in terms of his hip and hind leg design. He gets pretty steep out of his hip. Really wants to narrow to his pins and flattening funnel through his inner and outer thigh. But one that I think is actually pretty lean, pretty hard to the touch. Just needs more dimension and shape. But awful great set. Go ahead and give all those exhibitors a round of applause.
Great job to your Class 6 exhibitors. 5th place, Chase Winner. 4th place, Torrance San Roman. 3rd place, Jody Ward. 2nd place, Braylee Foster. And your class winner, Hope Vernier.
When you partner with Rocky Mountain Turf Solutions, you become part of the family. Rocky Mountain Turf Solutions is a design, build, and install company for synthetic turf fields serving Colorado, New Mexico, Utah, and Wyoming. We are the only owner-operated turf build and install company in Colorado, and we are a one-stop shop that does it all in-house, which means the people that are building your field care about quality and will make sure that it is done right. Choose Rocky Mountain Turf Solutions and join our family.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Saddle Rock Sports Network. We're on Class 7 now. Expect these heavyweight classes to be a little smaller. And there's only going to be 2 in this one, Charlie Waite and Paisley San Roman.
Yeah, these two weigh from front to closest to screen to farther back, 97 and 99 pounds respectively. Right before this class started, you saw an ad from Rocky Mountain Turf Solutions. That was the company that installed our turf football field in Branson School several summers ago. Really appreciated what they do. If you need some extra green around your house that you don't have to water. They do more than just schools and baseball fields and soccer fields. They also do residential projects and commercial projects for, all sorts of areas, parks, play areas, lawns, different kinds of landscaping. They can really add a visual pop to your property in a way that doesn't require any water.
There you go.
Which for those of us in kind of drought country and conditions, that really helps out a lot. And that's really ultimately why we had to go with the turf football field in Branson. We just don't have the water. And we couldn't have been more pleased with Rocky Mountain Turf Solutions and their professionalism, their expertise, just their ease with which we were able to work with them. Great crew. They're based in Pueblo, Colorado, but they work all up and down the Rocky Mountain region, multiple states, and they can handle pretty much any kind of turf project you want to throw their way. So give them a holler if you want some green. And Mr. Judge Triel is already just picking up the mic. He is ready to call it.
Really, really good class as we get into our heavier weights here. Guys, this light-handed weather is really good. It is really good. Really nice place to start in this class. Congratulations to you.
Congratulations to Charlie Waite for winning Class 7. And then that'll put Paisley Sin-Roman in second. Our next class only has one goat in it.
We may not even have time for a commercial before this one.
Only time will tell.
I kind of hope we do, because our next one coming up is going to be Woody's Furniture.
That guy right directly behind his shoulders, tie his spine just a little more correctly there in the backside of his blade. Elevate him in his paint set just a notch. But one, in terms of the fundamentals, like having some foot size, some skeletal width, some body shape, and dimension up high, really have to appreciate that red weather. Congratulations to both of you. That's an awful nice set of goats.
Congratulations to those two exhibitors. Second place, Paisley Sin-Roman, and first place, Charlie Waite.
Woody's Furniture invites you to stop by one of their 2 convenient locations to browse their fine selection of beautiful furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more for your home. Visit their original store in downtown Raton or their new store in Trinidad on Freedom Road, right next to Big R, for a personal and professional furniture shopping experience. Woody's Furniture proudly supports the student athletes and student broadcasters of this tournament.
All right, welcome back. And now our big boy of the show, coming in at 121 pounds. A goat showed by Ty Wilson. Literally, he's in a class all by himself.
There you go.
Oh, that was low-hanging fruit, man. That one was easy. That was easy.
All righty. If you were to bet which goat will win this class?
I don't think I would bet against Ty.
I don't
Not
think
going to
so.
bet against Ty Wilson in this class.
Right after this, we'll have our market class final drive from Class 1. That'll be Sorrow Mosman. Class 2, Hope Vernier. Class 3, Faith Vernier. Class 4, Lexi Winford. Class 5, Faith Vernier. Class 6, Hope Vernier. Class 7, Charlie Waite. And eventually from Class 8 will be Ty Wilson.
Are you sure about that last one, Brock?
About 99.9% positive.
Right here, it's about a few minutes after 3 o'clock. Really appreciate Judge Lonnie Triel getting through this goat show in just about 2 hours and some change. We'll take a little break. At 5 o'clock is when our beef show is scheduled to start.
Yeah. He isn't done. He's got to complete the Triple Crown. He got the sheep, goat, and he's going to the beef show too.
You bet.
Weather that obviously very long and extended, really high performing weather. Get your hands on it. He's really firm and hard to the touch, really lean and trim. We'll see him back out here for the champion drive. Go ahead and give him a round of applause.
Congratulations there to your Class A winner, Ty Wilson.
Rounding out Class 8, first place is Ty Wilson.
Funeral Home is Trinidad's leading funeral home for a reason. We provide professional service with a personal touch. We serve all faiths with the utmost respect and dignity by providing a wide range of services to provide a fitting final tribute to your loved ones. Call 719-846-3347 for an appointment, and we will be happy to accommodate your needs and budget.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the action here. This is the final drive at the Los Animas County Fair for the Market Goats.
All right, we're about to find out who's going to be your grand champion Market Goat here in 2023 Los Animas County Fair. Sorrel Mosman won Class 1. Her lamb came in at 58 pounds. Class 2 was won by Hope Vernier. Her lamb came in at 71 pounds. Class 3 was won by her sister Faith Vernier with the 79-pound goat. Class 4 was won by Lexi Winford, who brought a 84-pound goat into that class. Class 5 won by Faith Vernier with an 88-pound goat. Class 6 was her sister Hope with a 93-pound goat. And then Charlie Waite with a 97-pound goat. And then the big 120-pound goat by Mr. Ty Wilson.
Go down the line here. You got Sorrow Mosman, Hope Vernier goat shown by Emma Amato, Faith Vernier, Lexi Winford, Faith Vernier goat showed by Braylee Foster, Hope Vernier, Charlie Waite, and on the end, Ty Wilson. Protocol usually for these shows: if you get the first place goat picked for grand, they'll bring in the second place goat from that class to come to the final drive.
And I have seen that second place goat win a contest, but not very often. Usually it's another one.
Oh yeah, some of the classes are so stacked. Sometimes you can go 3 deep in a class, to pick a winner even. So.
Oh yeah.
Great little job that they do there, getting to pull second place goats in every animal.
Speaking of pull, let's get the camera on Sorrel Mosman. She's having to pull her little teeny-weeny goat across the show ring. He's kind of tired. It's been a long day.
Yeah.
It's been a long day. Trying to watch Judge Triel. Sometimes you can see
what they like,
but he's really giving everybody a good, honest look. Doesn't seem like he has a quick favorite, which is good. You always like to see him give him a fresh look.
Cup of coffee, they call it.
Based on his comments earlier, could go to Charlie Waite. He really liked that one.
You guys should be very proud to have the quality out here that you see before you. I'm very impressed. Probably one of the better champion drives at a county fair that I've seen in Colorado. So you exhibitors and you parents, you 4-H leaders, your FFA advisors should be very, very impressed with you guys, should be very proud of you guys. I'm very impressed. That being said, there's one out here that I think is awful good, both from a look and style standpoint, in terms of his build and how he's assembled, but one that is also extremely impressive in terms of power and width. The chest width in this guy is overwhelming. The pin width, the shape and dimension he has in his leg is overwhelming. I really, really like that light-headed weather. He'll go ahead and win the steal today.
Congratulations to Charlie Waite. She's going to be your overall grand champion, Market Goat. And with that being said, they're going to be pulling the second place goat from that class, and that's going to be Paisley San Roman from Class 7.
Just based on Judge Triel's comments during that show, he really had a lot of high praise for Charlie Waite's goat.
For sure.
I couldn't pick a goat out of a lineup to save my life. I'm just basing it on what he said, and what he said about her goat really stood out to me.
Good idea of everything.
Just listen to the judge. What
Yeah,
the judge
yeah.
tends to be the
He'll
one
do
that's
the
going to
work
win.
for us.
Now, statistically speaking, I'd have thought a Vernier could have been that grand
Best
champion.
chance, yeah.
Four out of 8. You got half of them in the grand drive. We'll see if a Vernier can come away with the reserve. It might be one of these others.
Only time will tell.
Only time will tell.
Little confusion there. They need to get Paisley San Roman in the right numerical order because they go 1, 2, 3, and so on and so on. So
We 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 7.
yeah, so
it's
Paisley needs to get in between Hope and Ty there, and that's just what she does there.
all right. Judge Triel on the mic.
Reserve, I think it gets considerably closer. I think there's a couple different things you can do, but for me, there's one out here that's just awful impressive in terms of his handle, in terms of how ripped up this guy is. I think he's very impressive. He's a little bit little today, but I think that down the road, if he doesn't get sold here, I think this guy's going to do a whole hell of a lot. This is just a high quality weather that I think is so impressive in terms of his body shape, how hard handling he is, how much shape and dimension he has in his leg. Young lady right here.
Congratulations to Faith Vernier. She's going to be your reserve champion from Class 3, that 79-pound goat.
All right, so your grand champion, Market Goat, goes to Charlie Waite. Reserve grand champion to Faith Vernier.
Goes to Faith Vernier. The buckle was sponsored by Coleman.
Congratulations to all our Market Goat exhibitors today. 8 classes came, 8 classes gone.
The buckle was sponsored by Sinmar Farms. Congratulations.
4D Auction Services, owned and operated by Ryan and Penny Brown, is a family-run business based out of Folsom, New Mexico. Named 4D for their 4 daughters, they offer a variety of auction services throughout northeastern New Mexico, southern Colorado, southwest Kansas, and the Oklahoma Panhandle. They offer business liquidations, large and small equipment sales, farm, ranch, and estate sales, and moving and consignment auctions. Visit them online at 4dauctionservices.highbid.com to see what they are selling today.
All right, welcome back, folks. We're going to take this quick little break. I just want to say thank you to all of our sponsors of these Los Animas County Fair broadcasts. Our top 3, that high 3 row, those are 3 network level sponsors sponsoring every broadcast that we produce. LARCC Trucking, Rocky Mountain Turf Solutions, and Woody's Furniture of Trinidad and Raton. Then we have several brand new sponsors this year, 4 of them. Hidden Valley Embroidery, that's owned and operated by Mandy Hill right here in Los Animas County. The Art Cottage and Studio, run by Darcy Minsick here in Trinidad, Colorado. High Desert Hunting Company out of Aguilar, that run by Sean Zelli. And then Diamond W Mercantile, Jenna Whitney makes that happen in La Junta, Colorado. So thank you to all of our brand new sponsors. And then some of our sponsors that have been with us for the long haul. Sinmar Land and Lawn Care out of Honey and Cheyenne Wells. The Comey Funeral Home right here in Trinidad. M&M Repair and Towing servicing Trinidad and Los Animas County. And 4D Auction Services out of Folsom, New Mexico. They'll also be conducting and running the auction at the livestock sale on Saturday evening. A new partner that we have that you'll hear more about and more from is the World Journal, the newspaper outlet that covers everything in Los Animas County and Huerfano counties, Trinidad and Walsenburg area. We are going to be doing a kind of an advertising and promotional swap for this coming school year, where if you subscribe to the World Journal, you will see our broadcast schedules for the upcoming week printed in their newspaper at every printing, and you're also going to see their highlights of their articles on our broadcasts. And any students that have photos or stories to contribute to the journal, they will accept those and feature those and give credit where credit is due to get students involved in print journalism, just like we're getting them involved in online digital marketing with the Saddle Rock Sports Network. So a neat partnership there. All right. Looks like we're still getting ready for the breeding shows. We will have that for you right here on this stream, so just hang tight. Give my spiel to the whole 11 people that are watching. It's just a matter of practice. All right, ladies and gents, we are gearing up for the breeding goat contests.
Charlie Waite, Ty Wilson,
So it looks like our younger goats, our younger,
Winter,
would these be
Yep.
considered ewes or does?
These are does.
These are does.
Yeah, so junior does born in 2022 or sooner.
Doe, a goat, a female goat. I'm sorry. Well, I've got that on the brain, Brock, because Sound of Music is being produced by Main Street Live, formerly known as the SCRT, the theater company here in Trinidad. Their starting show, their premiere, is actually tomorrow night, and they have shows Friday, Saturday, Sunday for the next 3 weeks. And 3 of my nieces, the Comden sisters, are in the show.
Yeah.
2 of them are members of the Von Trapp family, for those of you that know the story of the Sound of Music, and 1 is a nun.
Ooh.
So we will be watching probably more than one of those over the next couple of weekends.
There you go. Yeah, I'm actually going to check out one of them myself.
You know, if you've never been to Main Street Live, one of their productions, they really are well done and fun. A great evening of entertainment. Check out their website. A couple of their performances are going to be preceded by a German/Austrian meal, kind of a little dinner theater where they're going to have some schnitzel and sausage and German and Austrian food. There's obviously going to be a extra charge for the dinner option part, but could make it a whole evening.
There you go.
That's a little free sponsorship right there.
Yeah, there you go. I believe Cole's in it too. Cole Hoffmeister.
Yes, Cole Hoffmeister.
Good friend of ours on the Saddle Rock Sports Network. Shout out to Cole.
He'll be a senior at Branson School this year. I was not aware that he was a performer.
Yeah.
So I look forward to seeing everybody. Here we go on our younger doe class. Doing the reverse NASCAR lap here. You know, just like the NASCAR races, what they should have is sponsorships on the side of the goats.
There you go. I like that.
Just a little temporary sticker, maybe a stencil of your business name. If you had a really stud goat, you know, that
Yeah.
you knew was going to do well.
Yeah, get a little, what's that thing? Stencil and
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
spray paint it.
Just a
There you
little
go.
temporary color.
It'll come off by the sale.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I've had some good ideas. That might not be one of my better ideas, Brock. I'll be honest. That was
Who knows?
might detract from the judge and the show experience to have your business logo or name or phone number plastered
On the go.
on the side of the goats. Well, but they're mostly white, so your stuff would show up really well. It's not one of those darker colored steers or,
Yeah, there you go.
you know. And they stand still for a while, so you really would see it. The hog show wouldn't work quite as well. You know,
Yeah.
they're buzzing around. When you've been sitting at the show, kind of just talking about random stuff,
You come up
your
with
brain goes to weird places,
Yep,
Brock.
Quite a few.
Yeah, I really I've come to really appreciate the breeding classes, you know, the showmen and the families that have really invested into not just going out and buying a club calf or a club animal somewhere, but really breeding their own, you know, from scratch. I think that's really a neat way to do it. You know, it really gives you a more holistic picture of the livestock life cycle, you know, and what the business model is truly like. We might get her here for an interview after the goat show, maybe during the cattle show. But I know that Faith Vernier has really put a lot of energy and time and investment into her sheep and goat production as part of her FFA CDE.
Right.
And that's not right. SAE. Got to get the initials right.
Yeah.
It's the SAE, her business.
Supervised Agricultural Experience.
There you go. And she's been successful at it. So it'd be interesting to get her perspectives and thoughts on not just county fair, but really raising animals as an enterprise.
Yep. And her sister Hope did really good too in the lamb show and goat show. Had a couple class winners in the goat show, and then she got reserve grand in the lamb market. So congratulations to the Vernier sisters on their success in the lambs and goats.
Ocean water. It's like seaweed.
Now we'll get remarks from the judge.
Getting here with these younger does, a lot of quality out here. I think there's a lot of different parts and pieces out here that you can run with. I guess for me, there's one that's the ticket, not only because she's extremely attractive from the side, one that I think is built extra cool in terms of her front third assembly, how she attaches her neck, how elevated she is in her chest forward breastplate, yet she's so opened up and wide-chested, one that I think is tremendous in terms of her body shape. Maybe not the biggest top one in here today, but that's probably because she's one of the littler ones. Young lady in the black shirt, I think that's my favorite out here. Congratulations.
Charlie Waite's going to win this junior goat class.
Now from there, I think it gets awful close between second and third. There's one that I think maybe just handles her hip and hind leg a notch better, maybe just a notch more elevated in terms of her pin set, a notch leveler out of her hip, and then has a more correct set to her hind leg. Young lady up front's going to be second. Congratulations to you.
Second's going to go to
No doubt, young lady
Faith
third
Vernier.
has one that's awful,
And then
awful
it's
big
gonna
up
set
high. That's a
Brooklyn
big
winner
top
to fourth.
one that's got a big loin weight in her. And maybe just like to change her inner hip and hind leg design, and I think you could switch that pair all day long. Coming in here to third and fourth, I think these two are completely on opposite ends of the spectrum. One of them's really stout and powerful. The other one is extremely cool and unique in terms of her look and presence from the side. I guess ultimately I just like the fresher condition though. She comes with so much more power and dimension up high. I think that's the rounder body one that today has a significant performance advantage. Congratulations to you. Now, I don't want to take anything away from this young man view that stands in fourth, because that one's awful unique in terms of how shallow and round-bodied she is. I think that one's extra elegant in terms of her head and neck. Today, though, she just falls out as kind of a little green one. I think if you project those down the line, that one's going to be an awful unique breeding piece. So go ahead and congratulate him as he exits the ring. Really long, high-performing doe, and this black-headed doe. One again that's long and extended. I like the front third on that one. I think in this class, maybe just falls out in terms of body shape. Gets a little bit flatter and plainer in her forehead. Maybe redesign her in terms of her feet and legs. The one that you have to appreciate just in terms of her length, her extension, and how deep bodied she is. Awful awful good one. Go ahead and give him a round of applause.
Alrighty, congratulations to all the exhibitors in that class. It's going to be in sixth, Ty Wilson, fifth, Charlie Waite, fourth, Brooklyn winner, third place, Brooklyn winner, second place, Faith Vernier, and the winner goes to Charlie Waite.
Do you need some new custom gear for your school team, business, or for a family reunion? Hidden Valley Embroidery is here to help. We are locally owned and operated right on the family ranch in Los Animas County, and we specialize in apparel, hats, home decor, school spirit gear, business promotional accessories, and lots more. We would love to work with you to make your vision a reality. Give us a call at 719-859-3266. or find us on Facebook and Instagram today.
Welcome back to the action here. We're in Class 2. It's the battle of the brothers, Chase and Cooper Winter in this class.
You know, Brock, I think it's safe to say that a Winter is going to win this class.
I'm not too sure. Just kidding. Yes, yes, yes.
These two young men are just a lot of fun, both students at Branson School. Cooper will be a freshman this year, and Chase will be a 7th grader. Both members of the football, basketball, and baseball teams. So know him pretty well on the athletic side of student life. Let's hear how Judge Triel places them.
Older does out here, both of them bred. I guess they're due in December. I think that young man's doe up front needs to win this class. I think just in terms of genuine skill to wit, she has the advantage. You get behind those does especially. I think she's significantly stouter in terms of her pin set. I think she's more opened up in terms of her forehead, more genuine and bolder there. And then from this side, I think that she has a more correct set to her hip and hind leg. I think she's more elevated in her tail set, more elevated in her pin set, and just has a more attractive set to her hind leg. Awful nice for her in this class. Not to take anything away from the young man in second. Again, one that I think in terms of femininity, you really like. The top line of that doe is actually really, really good. I think she comes with some boldness there in her forehead. I think it's when you got it on either end of her, she maybe gets a little more disappointing. Stouten her up in her pin set, stouten her up in her foot and feature, and then most importantly, maybe elevating her in terms of her tail set. Pick her up in her pin set, and I think you could switch that. But awful nice pair of does. Go ahead and congratulate them as they exit the room.
Alrighty, congratulations to those two. Second place, Cooper Winter, and in first place, his younger brother, Chase.
All right, one of our most recent commercials you just saw was for Hidden Valley Embroidery. They are one of our new sponsors, and they've created some neat things for us. The hats we wear at our broadcasts, which you really can't see on camera right here. But they do all sorts. Mandy Hill runs that business and does all sorts of custom embroidery work for schools, for community groups, for local businesses, hats, pullovers, logos on coats, sweaters, all sorts of things. If you need some gear, some custom gear for your group, give Mandy Hill a call. You can find her on Facebook and Instagram. Just look up Hidden Valley Embroidery. All right. Oh, is this Grand Drive?
It is.
All right.
2 classes, and then we get the Grand Drive. It's going to go down to Charlie Waite and Chase Winter.
Well, Judge Triel had really positive things to say about both of these does. Got to get the right terminology here. I'll have it figured out. It's kind of like when you're doing a sports broadcast of a game. It takes you about a full half,
to get
a quarter and a half
groove.
sometimes to learn the opposing team's names. Finally, it's only taken me an hour and a half to remember. Oh, no, not a doe, not a buck, not a no. Okay, it's not a ewe. It is a doe. Okay. I've often thought this was interesting when you're trying to judge these breeding classes of such differently aged animals. You know, it's just kind of a matter of
Characteristics.
preference. I mean, how do you judge? Here is a pregnant, due in December yearling, and here is a really young doe. I mean, such different developmental stages as an animal. That's why they're paying Judge Triel the big bucks, Brock.
Yep.
Let's see which one he likes.
All right, get out here for the grand drive. Not to take anything away from this older doe, but I think that younger doe is awful nice. Talk about one that's really good build from the side. Love the hip and leg and out. Love the chest good. Love the body shape. She handles her top line about as good as anything as we've seen out here today. Awful good one. Congratulations to you.
Congratulations to Charlie Waite for getting grand champion, and Chase Winter is going to be your reserve champion.
Class 1 is Faith Vernier.
Now we'll pick our reserve champion. Faith Vernier came in now. Sorry for the mishap there.
I'd go like this and he'd like grab
Uh-oh, gonna have to dock your pay there,
I
Brunelli.
know.
Wow, I got my volume way up there.
All right, spring that second out. Again, one that I think from the side you gotta love. That one's really big footed and stout featured. Love the top line on that one. Very attractive from the side.
Faith Verniers was second place in the first class. Got pulled into the grand drive due to Charlie getting grand champion, and she's going to be reserve champion as well. So both goats from class 1 are going to be your grand and reserve champion.
Just like the general store mercantiles of the Wild West, Diamond W Mercantile strives to stock everything our customers need for a simple life. From tack to homemade towels and housewares to locally grown meats, produce, and more. We offer grass-fed Mesa beef that was raised on the ranch right outside our door, and Watonga Cheese Company cheeses made in Perryton, Texas. And we're always adding something new. Come shop with us Monday through Friday, 9 to 4 at 14 West 3rd Street in La Junta.
Alrighty, we're just getting started here with our junior buck class. Only one in this class is Faith of Vernier.
I'm willing to bet Faith's really
Faith's got this in the bag.
She's sweating this one out. I don't know. It's going to be close. Judge Triel's making her earn it. Making that goat walk. As a judge in these single animal classes, it's got to be kind of interesting. You got to think of what do you say, because you're not comparing it to any of the other animals. I guess you just talk about it.
Yep.
I think as a gag, it would be funny sometime just to bring in like a two-legged, you know, or painted really funny, like a total gag animal. If everyone was in on it, you know.
There you go.
And you could only do it if you were a respected showman, you know,
Yeah.
that you knew that you were a person that put in the time and the money.
You must scare off all the competition because he's awful nice. Certainly wish we had some out here to compete against because he's really good. That dude is massive in terms of his chest score. He's way opened up. Love that guy's scoring. Love him from behind. Get your hands on him. And that guy's impressive. Again, that one definitely could have stood some competition. I wish he had some out here. I think he's going to do a lot for this young lady in her breeding program. So go ahead and congratulate your champion buck. Guys, really nice.
Congratulations to your champion buck showman, Faith Vernier.
Congratulations to your champion buck, first place, as well as grand champion Faith Vernier. And a big thank you to Kenny and Nicole Foster
All right, folks, that concludes the Goat Show here at the Los Animas County 2023 Fair. Brock, thank you so much for stepping behind the mic and running the camera for this Goat Show.
I appreciate it. Got the butterflies out and get me warmed up for football season.
Fantastic, fantastic. Thank you, everyone, for watching, for joining in on the fun, and we will have the cattle show here in about an hour and a half at 5 o'clock is when it is scheduled to begin. So we'll see you on the next stream.